Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please like or subscribe. That would be great. That gives me a big boost and allows me to make more videos and be more creative and all that good stuff. Heading to the gym right now. It's Monday and today's a big day. It's bench day. My heavy bench day is on Monday. And I generally do a 12-week prep for a bench press meet, 12-week prep for a 3-lift meet. I just usually do the full power meets, but I'm doing just a bench meet in March. I may do full power depending on how my squat's going. My squat has been behind because I had a little bit of an injury, and it's feeling good, but you know, unless I'm 100% and can train like I need to train for a meet, I won't do that. But I can. I'm squatting, but you know, there's a big difference between squatting and then squatting to be able to compete in a meet where you go maximum pounds. So I'm looking to compete at the Michigan State Powerlifting Championships in March this year, and I'm just going to do the bench press portion. I may do push pull, which allows you to just do deadlifted bench press, no squatting. That's a separate division. You can do that, or you can just deadlift, or you can just bench, or you can just do full power. And I compete in the raw division. The raw means no type of assistance gear, like no squat suits, no bench shirts, no elbow wraps. You can use knee sleeves, and that's all, and a belt. That's the raw division. If you do classic raw, you can wear knee wraps with a belt. That's the only difference between raw and classic raw, is in the squat portion, you can use knee wraps instead of just knee sleeves. And knee wraps add more weight to your lift, more rebound at the bottom versus sleeves. So anyway, Monday morning, about 7 a.m., and I'm heading to the gym. I'm in about week 3 of I'm not doing a full 12-week prep right now for a meet because the meet's a long ways away, but I'm doing some traveling coming up. So this is about just a little 6-week short cycle I'm doing, and I'm up to triples right now. So today we're gonna do some triples at the gym in the bench press, and I work my way up, just warm up, and then I do usually two sets of 3 at the for my max weight. So that's how that works. My bench is weird because I had a 485 bench, was my best bench press ever back in 1997, and it was my best raw bench was 485. And I used to bench a lot different than I do now. I used to have my elbows flared out, and consequently I got a huge amount of front deltoid size because I was using predominantly my shoulders and triceps to bench press. I started getting a lot of shoulder problems, not to mention an underdeveloped chest. You know, my chest never got really. So I started researching what the guys are doing today for benching, and from Bill Kazmaier all the way up to Larry Wheels today, as they're tucking their elbows in more. And I'll demonstrate that on a video in the future. But by tucking the elbows in, you're activating more chest and not so much your shoulders. And it was a very difficult adjustment for me to make because it just totally, it's like putting a new offense in a football team. You know, it's the quarterback, everyone's got to adjust to this whole new playbook. This was really tough, but once I got going on it, I was shocked at how strong I got and how bigger my chest was getting. And this could be used for anybody. This just isn't powerlifting. This is, you know, bodybuilding or just someone looking to add muscle to their chest. I see so many guys benching the way I used to bench with their elbows flared out, from dumbbells to flat bench. And I'm going to tell you, you tuck those elbows in and you will notice an amazing amount of chest growth in your pecs. I mean, just it's really been phenomenal for me, and I've been training a long time. So I will say that that's been a huge gain for me. And not to mention, I'm stronger, I'm moving more weight. So I'm not at 485 on my bench, but I'm in the 4s, low 4s right now. So people always ask, what are your goals for meets? It's hard to say. I set goals, but it just depends on how your training's going. How you're progressing. And sometimes you will set certain numbers in your head, and it changes during training. You might be a little stronger, you might not be. So it just depends. So I have some numbers in my head. I'd like to break the Michigan State bench press record for class 5 at the 220 weight class. So that's my goal. And then see how I do. See how things look, see how things are going. And then I have my eye on the national record next year, bench press. And that's just a goal. It's you got to setting goals. I think is very important because it gives you something to shoot for. But you got to set them reasonably. You're going to have a letdown. I can't get on and say, yeah, I want to bench 500 pounds in March. It's not going to happen. It's just not. It's not possible right now. So you set these little goals, and I set small goals for each of my cycles. I do have a goal. I'm like, okay, my last cycle finished at 370 for max. This cycle, I want to try to progress 10, 20 pounds is what I try to do. Each cycle, 10, 20 pounds on my bench press. And that's good. Over time, that really adds up. And that's what you have to do. You set these small goals for each cycle that you do, and it really does motivate me. I don't look at so much what other people are doing. You can look at records and what other guys are doing, and I look at it. I'm like, okay, this guy, this guy benched this amount, squatted this amount. He's in my weight class, and that's good. It's nice to have somebody to try to beat. Somebody, a rival or something. It's always good to have someone pushing you or you pushing them or whatever it is. That's what makes it a lot of fun. But so that's today's agenda. After I bench press, I do wide grip bench press, and I do narrow grip bench press. Then I'll do some dumbbell presses, flat dumbbell bench presses. Again, tucking those elbows in. Then I do some front laterals with the dumbbells, some side laterals with the dumbbells. Then I go to triceps, some push downs, and some biceps, and that's it. Now, you might ask yourself, why do you do front laterals? I'll tell you what, all the best, Bill Kazmaier, who I think is the greatest bench presser ever, just in my opinion, he used to do they asked him what was one of the top assistance exercises he did that really made his bench press go up, and he said front heavy dumbbell laterals. And I will tell you, when you start doing these front dumbbell laterals, they do really help build up your bench strength. They really do. And that's made a difference for me. So I include those on my Monday chest bench press day. And it's a good assistance work. And then other things are your lats. Saturday I do my back workout, so building up the lats and the triceps are the big movers of the bench press, and the chest, of course. So that's it. I'm gonna be posting a video later today with some nutritional information on it, some post-workout stuff that I do, and I appreciate you all tuning in. I'm just starting this channel, so we're going to be posting lots of videos, getting a lot more information, what I do personally. And like I say, my channel is not going to be about a bunch of fancy terminology. I've been training for 30 years. I'm going to basically outline what works for me, tried and true stuff, what works for me, old school stuff. I'm not into a lot of fancy terminology and all that, but I will point you in the right direction of the people I take my notes from, who've really helped me out. Stan Efferding, Chris Aceto, just to name a few. And it's made a big difference with my training, and my progression is learning, always learning. I've been training a long time, but I still learn all the time. I'm still learning from people. I'll watch people in the gym, and never be afraid to walk up and ask somebody something in the gym. Make sure they're done with their workout or not in the middle of a set, but don't ever be afraid to ask someone, a guy that's got a great bench, or a guy that you see that's a big guy in training, don't be afraid to walk up and say, hey, what do you do pre-workout? Or what's your bench like? And they'll be more than happy to tell you, as long as you're not bothering them during their workouts. That's the key. You gotta be respectful of that. But again, this channel is going to be just about information and my journey, what it has been and what it continues to be, and get ready for this first. I haven't been on a powerlifting platform since the 90s for me, so it's fun to make a comeback. I'm looking to just get this first meet under my belt. It's been a long time, so I'm excited, super excited about that. And then after that, I want to do a 3-lift power meet, full power. I definitely want to get to the full power meet. I don't know about next year. It might be, later next year, early 25 is the full power. But I might be able to get into something. I'm shooting for full power, like early fall of next year, late summer, early fall would be great for me. For full power, that'd be great. So that's in my on my radar for sure. But the key is to stay healthy and injury free when you're powerlifting, especially because you're pushing max weights and you really got to train smart. Recovery is key. And I'm going to go over a lot of new things that I've changed and done, because I've been bodybuilding for years and I've been trying to transfer over to powerlifting, and it's an adjustment. So, but I really love it, and it's helping my physique grow even more. These powerlifting movements are incredible. Simplistic training, but heavy weights, simple movements, good nutrition, proper recovery, and you'll get big. And on that note, I'm just getting to the gym, and I will talk to you all later. Again, like my channel, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and help me grow this channel so I can continue to pump out some interesting content for you. Have a good day.